you have a young boy or a girl, but specifically a father, man, with their son, and how important that is to you, and then the lack that you had from yours.
So with my dad had severe PTSD when he came home from Vietnam. When he was in Vietnam, my dad was a genius. My dad was a certified genius. He had over 100, almost 150 IQ, and it might even have been over. But he forged his birth certificate and records. That's what they tell me. I don't think it's true, but they said he was in the military. He might have got drafted at 17. My mom was telling me that. I don't know how true it is, but he got drafted in the military at 17. He was over in Vietnam by 19, and I think at 21 he got his leg blown off from the knee down. The left leg got blown off from the knee down, and he destroyed his heel and his calf muscle on his right leg. So over there, when you get massive injuries like that, they give you morphine, numb the pain. So when they gave him morphine, they came and sent him back home, and he met my mom in the VA hospital where she was a volunteer at. And when she met him, he was addicted to morphine, and then after they did that back then, after you were done for what they needed you to, they would just send you out into the world. So my dad went out in the world when I was 3 years old. He burnt my house down because he thought he was in war. Like something triggered it, and he set the house on fire.
PTSD was super severe.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. And my mom would tell me, like, he would go into these almost like trances where he would forget where he was at. Because you figure, if you're 19 years old, for 2 years, you shooting people through a scope and watching their head pop off.
Yeah.
I mean, you imagine what that does. And then now you back out in public after you lost a leg and had to learn how to walk and all that again. Like, so.
Real quick, the crazy thing is, you said 2 years. I seen something recently where the person was only in training in the Army for like a couple months, maybe not even. Came home just wanting to just wham on everything. You know what I mean? So
because you gotta figure, like, back then the training was get through. I'm sending you out right out in the war. You know what I mean? So he went out and he had the crash course, and because my dad had superior vision, and when they got to go through gun training, he was so good at it, they were like, yeah, we're gonna make you a sniper.
Yeah. And
then I found his paperwork. My mom found his paperwork and showed me to it. It was like, they had on there, his IQ was like 149, I think it was, or 149 or 59. I know
that's 150. That's definitely 150.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.